Hello and welcome to the other side of the kitchen table. This is Charles from the Toilet Bowl.
Right, I'm going to be facing a very serious subject, not coronavirus
Very serious.
or anything like that. Something that's hitting this world hard.
Very hard.
Underrated bands and music. Right.
Now, I'm glad we got your attention.
So we're going to start off with Mushroomhead. Okay, they formed in 1993. I love this band.
I know.
Absolutely love this band. They've just come back with a new album. We're signed to Napalm Records. They are amazing. They done the whole mask thing for Slipknot.
But not before the Wombles.
And they've so overlooked. Like, everyone compares them to Slipknot. They were doing the mask thing before Slipknot. They were around before Slipknot, like 1993. And Slipknot formed in 1995. I know my music, see. So they do heavy rock, the same kind of genre as Slipknot, but they are the sort of underdogs that you don't hear about, and it upsets me because they are amazing. Even my mum likes them.
Some. I like some.
Some, but most really, innit?
Well, I know that some of our subscribers, such as Leanne and possibly Michelle, won't actually like Mushroomhead.
Michelle probably knows who they are though.
But if you listen to some of their ballady stuff, the slower...
You listen to I listened to it like literally 10 minutes ago. Simple Survival. That one isn't too heavy. There's a slight little bit of screaming in it, but it's not too bad. I mean, they're like Slipknot, but better.
I mean...
I like Slipknot, but
I mean, I do listen to Mushroomhead. A lot
you
of
can't really
people-
be off it with me, can you?
A lot of people don't want to listen to Mushroomhead because they think mushrooms and it's the whole drug culture thing, and they think they're going to be a bunch of stoners, and they're not. And a lot of people hear the name Mushroomhead and they think they're death metal,
They're not.
or they're a comedy band that can come out with mushrooms on their end. But they're not. They are something totally different. They were only predated with the mask thing by the Wombles. And don't you tell me the Wombles are not heavy rock, right? Because they are. Remember, you're a Womble.
They're like death metal, they are.
Yeah, the Wombles, yeah. So,
they should come from Norway.
I mean, I was trying to think of bands that have done masks or some kind of disguise.
Or gimmick.
And you've got the Wombles. You've got Space, who were in the 70s. I think they were a one-hit wonder. They done a song called Magic Fly.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
In the 70s. And they were like Spacemen's helmets. Then you've got Daft Punk, who did the Spacemen's helmets.
But they weren't underrated.
And then they started doing masks. And the only ones really who sang with masks before Mushroomhead were the Wombles.
Yeah, because Daft Punk came out after Mushroomhead as well. So Mushroomhead really were the ones who started it all, apart from the Wombles, obviously.
Yeah, don't forget the Wombles.
But they're very underrated because you think of mask wearing band, you automatically go, Slipknot.
Yeah.
Mushroomhead were first. So if you're gonna listen to Slipknot, don't give Mushroomhead a miss. Listen to Mushroomhead because they did it first. And in my books, they beat Slipknot. I mean, I like Slipknot. I do like Slipknot. I like Slipknot. But Mushroomhead were like the first ones who done the whole metal mask thing. So don't overlook
sort of
them.
Rap metal as well, weren't it? They were the first ones to start doing sort of rap metal things.
In 1993. I mean, you've got all these people who are like the creators of new metal, such as Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. Don't overlook Mushroomhead. Just have a listen to them because they're very underrated, and I want to try and bring them out a bit more because they're amazing.
And they have got a new album out.
They've got a new female lead singer, new female vocalist.
They've got a new male vocalist as well.
Yeah, there's 4 vocalists now, but just don't just dismiss them without having a listen, because a lot of people do, and it's not fair.
And don't just don't just judge them on one song.
No.
Because you could be unlucky and get that thrash metal song, and if you're not into
I
thrash
mean,
metal, you think, oh.
They did do one called Your Soul Is Mine, and that was done for Saw. But it wasn't in the film.
It probably was. It was probably played at the end of the
I think it was,
credits or
a bit at
something.
the beginning. I think it was there.
But the thing
beginning
is,
bit of Saw,
what
like,
I'm
bit
saying
of
is,
a
you know,
song.
you may be unlucky, and if you're not a thrash metal fan, you might listen to a thrash metal number by them and think,
Simple Survival or Sun Doesn't Rise. Two very good songs.
But listen to one of their more lyrically based songs, and you will see what I mean.
I mean, yeah, they do look kind of scary.
Some of it you can't understand. I mean, with some of their thrashier stuff, I can't get the lyrics to. I mean, they were singing one song, and I thought they were singing about Ryanair. So, I mean, you know, give them a listen, and don't just judge them on one song. On a lot of bands, I'll say, oh yeah, you know, listen to one song. It's pretty much the same thing, but with them, no, there is a lot of difference in what they do.
It's like the same sort of thing with Slipknot. I mean, you listen to like, what's that song?
Which one?
Okay, you listen to People Equals
Effluent.
Yeah. And then you listen to Snuff. It doesn't even sound like the same band. Or you listen to the Heretic Anthem, and then you listen to, what's that song? Duality. It doesn't sound like the same band. So with them, you'd listen to more than one song. So do it with Mushroomhead. I mean, Mushroomhead are just as good, if not better. And I don't like the fact that they're so underrated.
I prefer Mushroomhead, if I'm being honest.
I know you do, yeah.
With Slipknot.
I like Slipknot.
You've got Slipknot, and then you've got Stone Sour, which is the more...
You did love Duality, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with Slipknot, you've got the Slipknot... And then you've got, like, Stone Sour, who do...
No, it wasn't Duality, it's Before I Forget, sorry.
And
Duality.
They do, like, you don't have to bother... You know, you've got the two very different sounding things.
She Loves Bothered by Stone Sour.
It's two different bands.
Yeah.
But with, what am I talking about? Mushroomhead. With Mushroomhead, it's the same band, but they've still got that.
And also, they've not
difference.
sort of branched off into other bands. It's literally Mushroomhead and that's it, Mushroomhead. So, yeah, go and have a listen to them and tell me what you think. I mean, I know that there's some people on this channel who won't like them. Hope you might actually like to listen to them if you like Avenged Sevenfold and things like that.
But don't just listen to one song that's a bit thrashy and think, don't like them, no, it's crap, no, I'm not listening anymore. Look for one of them more ballad sounding songs, which is that one that you just said, not Simple Survive, the other one.
Sun Doesn't Rise.
Sun Doesn't Rise. Because if you don't like the screaming and the thrash, which I'm not particularly keen on, you might actually like that song. I know the lead singer looks like a funny fat man, but
They are quite freaky with their masks, though, because their masks are actually more horrific than Slipknot's. And that's probably why they didn't break as big as well, because they do look more scary.
And also another reason why Slipknot made it so big is because of who the manager is married to. Roxy, who is married to one of the managers, is actually Vince McMahon's daughter. You know, Vince McMahon, WWE. Yeah, so.
Then we have Amorphis. Now this, we sort of went a bit off tangent because there is many bands in Finland that are unheard of in different countries. So we've got...
And because we've been listening to so much Finnish metal lately...
So Amorphis, they're known in Finland but not really known elsewhere, although they did do I think they were doing a gig with Nightwish. I believe it was Nightwish. And they were, what's the word? The first band that goes on. Oh.
What band?
Yeah, but what are they called? That's it, the support act was actually Amorphis, and I love Amorphis, and I'm really annoyed that I didn't get to go to that gig. But Amorphis is slowly creeping up because of that, so they sort of didn't take the success, but...
Another underrated one who supported Nightwish are Pain.
Pain. I love Pain.
Yeah, well, she forgot to put that one down.
Did.
Pain, they actually supported Nightwish when we went and saw them. And Pain are fairly heavy.
I love Pain. They're
But
not
having-
heavy on like.
But
when you
having
even-
said that, not all of their songs are heavy. I mean, Shut Your Mouth
I love that song.
is a little bit, but you got that Outer Space one, haven't you?
That is Shut Your Mouth.
No, there's another one.
No, that Shut Your Mouth is the one out of space. It's the one where he's got an alien in his house.
Yeah, but there's another one. There's another one that's quite
They did Follow Me with Annette
Olsen.
Olsen, who was the old lead singer of Nightwish before Floor took over, and that one's alright. So you should just go and have a listen. They also done a song called The Great Pretender, which is a good one, and it's not the old 50s song Great Pretender either. It's not that, but it
That was
is.
also covered by Queen.
Yeah, it's not that one. It's a different
That's
one.
a different song
But-
called The Great Pretender.
They are good, but again, no one listens to them. You know, like Pain and Amorphis. We're forgetting Amorphis because we said Pain. Amorphis do a weird genre. They will do like. My mum loves them, and they
Is that the geese with the long nose?
no, the long dreads.
Oh, right, yeah.
They do sing. They also do scream as well. Like they do one, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Queen Bee or something. And that one's sort of like dance clubbish. So there's something for everybody.
There are two Finnish bands. One has got a big nose and one's got long dreads. And I do tend to get them mixed up a lot.
Sonata Arctica's the one with the big nose.
Right, okay.
Amorphis is the one with the long dreads. Okay, and then you've got Iced Earth. Now I've heard about this band. I've heard of this band. I haven't actually listened to them. It's a bad Kaylee. But then again, they do sound like Iron Maiden, and I'm going to get killed for this. I know I'm going to get slated for this. I don't like Iron Maiden. I don't.
You like something
No,
by Iron
I
Maiden,
don't.
but you think they're overrated.
Number of the Beast is about the best song, and Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter. 2 songs out of all of their back catalogue. They are the only 2 that I can listen to. The rest of them just.
Because we hate to say it, but Iron Maiden are very overrated.
Yeah, Bruce Dickinson definitely knew what he was doing
Sorry
with that band.
then, Vera, I'm sorry. But they are very overrated.
Next time you go on a plane, she's going to crash the plane with you on it.
Yeah. Sorry then. Yeah, no, but he's a pilot as well, so I don't know what I'm letting myself in for, but
Bruce Dickinson might crash the plane because you just said he's overrated, you know? But he knew what he was doing with that band.
yeah, he did.
So a lot of people as well. Another reason why a lot of bands are overlooked is because a lot of people don't know what they're doing with their music. There is one I haven't put down. And, I'm gonna put it down, although I have talked about these quite a lot. That's coming to the last bit. That one, you know who it is.
Yeah.
All right. Sonata Arctica. Guy has got a big nose.
Yeah, I've got a big nose.
But he's also in the Christmas band, which is Marco,
I love him.
the guy at Nightwish, the bassist out of Nightwish.
But he's in the
He's on
Christmas
the
band,
band.
him. And also, if you listen to a song called 100 by Heavy Saurus,
No, Heavy Saurus.
he's in that. Heavy Saurus are overlooked.
Oh yeah, Heavy Saurus.
But Heavy Saurus, he done a bit in Heavy Saurus's 100. I'm not gonna say any more on that.
We've already spoke about Heavy Saurus being very educational
Yeah.
and a very good band to get your children. If you're like me, when I have children, I want them to be in. I'm gonna get them. I'm not gonna. I don't want them. They're gonna get into Heavy Saurus. Whether they like it or not, I don't care.
It's like battle metal, but dinosaurs.
There will be no Justin Bieber in this house. Oh no.
then just think of battle metal dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's aimed at kids.
and there's
but
even a girl one. So.
I like them. So yeah, say what you will about me. I don't really care. But I am very childish. But the fact is that when I have children, there will be no Justin Bieber. There will be no One Direction. I don't even know what bands are in it anymore.
Happy bouncing.
No.
Well, you're not gonna. That's finish.
I don't care. It's
Bouncy happy feeling. Or happy bouncy feeling.
Farquhar.
It's not Farquhar. It's a man puffball.
We
And
told you
he
about
sings-
this as well.
He sings about a happy bouncy feeling.
Anyway, back to Heavy Saurus. There will be no trendy bands played in this house. It will be Heavy Saurus and don't know the Finnish metal probably, but you know
But Sonata Arctica sing in English.
they do.
That's one up. And they are amazing. I mean, the songwriting is
Go
just.
away.
Where you go away? The quality of songwriting is really good. I mean, give them a listen. They do some. Well, it's not heavy, is it? It's faster.
Mm. It's
And
not.
then
It's not
they
heavy.
do some more ballad-based stuff. But they give them a listen because they are really worth it, and they're really good, and I love them.
And then you got Stratovarius.
And the bloke has got such a big nose; it's amazing.
Stratovarius did actually get their name out there a little bit more because the lead singer was actually touring with Apocalyptica around Finland. This is the thing, because Frankie Perez, who we've told you about, he did the world tour with them because it was for the album Shadowmaker, which he was the singer on. So he did the world tour for Shadowmaker, but when they did the touring in Finland for Shadowmaker, it was the lead singer from Stratovarius who done it. He was doing the singing for it, and then when they're doing radio shows and that, he was also doing the singing for that. So, because Frankie was obviously busy or whatever he was doing.
Frankie hadn't joined them at that point. I think he was still with Skulls on Broadway then.
Well, you know. So, Stratovarius, they are really good. They kind of have like a sort of 80s sort of metal theme to metal sound to them.
I don't think they have.
They're very synth. Very synth.
They don't. There is a lot of synth, but I wouldn't say that they sound 80s. Will you please go away, mister? We don't want to see your bum. Go on.
Or anything else for that matter, Tig.
Go away. Go away.
Tig, get down.
Yeah, you don't know when he's not welcome, that one.
Right, anyway, so yeah, Stratovarius. They are, have a listen to them, they are good. Like I said, they're very synth-based, but they're good. They are good. But when you're in Finland, I've noticed something. If you're a Finnish band, you don't have your keyboards laying flat. Oh, no. You have them slanted. Just watch Nightwish.
The wrong way.
Yeah, just watch
So
Nightwish.
you're actually playing like this.
Thomas has his keyboard. Yeah, it's very strange, but you know they manage. So that's how they play it. That's how they play it. It's up to them, you know. But it is good. They have a good sound come out of it. So if that's how they find it easier to play upside down, then they find it easier to play upside down. I don't know, but Beast in Black. Now the guy has such a good voice. You talk about men going high. This guy can sound like a woman. He is amazing.
Now, you may think of battle metal now. I know Manowar are very well known. Manowar, nearly everyone's heard of Manowar. Yeah, nearly everyone's heard
I love
of them.
Manowar.
You know, they may not know who they are, but they've heard of Manowar.
I love Manowar.
And
they're proper battle metal though.
They have been heard of.
But just a quick... If you're in Finland and you do battle metal, it's usually Viking battle metal because bear in mind they were Vikings.
A lot of it is very folk influence. That's what I mean. Turissus.
Turissus are amazing. They're also overrated.
Who have been heard of.
Overrated.
Turissus have been heard of because they did have little time in the sun in England.
Yeah. Tiny.
They have been heard of, but they are mainly a folk-based Viking metal band.
Fintroll, I have mentioned Fintroll before, also very underrated. They are really heavy, but they are also folk, so it's like death folk. But
Stratovarius, I would give a listen to. They are well worth it.
A Beast in Black, I said Beast
It's
in Black.
not Stratovarius, it's Stratovarius.
Yeah, Stratovarius.
And Beast in Black. Beast in Black are battle metal.
But the man's voice. He
has got a fantastic
so high.
voice.
It's something about Finland, isn't it? Because Vinnie Velo can do it.
Got an amazing range.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Oh, Nora, I love her.
Now, they've got a lead singer on
Like Pirate as well.
Their lead singer is very sexy.
Oh, she is gorgeous. She is really pretty and gorgeous.
She has a mane of blonde hair. She has very large booblés.
She is voluptuous.
Very voluptuous.
Oh, yeah.
And her voice.
She can do a metal growl like equal to Floor. I would say better than Floor, equal to Floor.
Arch Enemy, original Arch Enemy stuff.
Yeah, but they were still, Arch Enemy was still more screamy
Arch Enemy were, you couldn't understand a word she said. It was like,
That's
I'm
Angela.
reading Metropolis and I'm doing death metal style. And, you know,
Angela.
you couldn't really understand a lot of what she said. Now, with Beast in Black, Battle Beast, sorry, I always get those two mixed up.
I don't know why one's a man and one's a female.
With Battle Beast, they do sing English lyrics, and she does do a bit of that. I'm doing Metropolis on each of my legs. She does a little bit of that, but she also...
They did a song, actually. It was a summer song they did, and she sings all the way through that one.
There's a few of them that she sings all the way
Yeah,
through.
but the one where they're in the car and they're going to the beach.
Yeah, but there are some of them where she does a bit of the old...
And she does the same thing that I do. If you're a little bit large, I'm trying to lose what I have, but if you're a little bit large and you want to wear denim shorts, you can do it. Just wear fishnets.
She is a bit on the large side, but she's very sexy with it. And if you are a little on the large side yourself and you want to see how someone who's a bit on the large side can be very, very sexy without looking ridiculous, have a look.
Yeah, she is.
Nora
laughing.
Well,
She's Finnish.
Her name is like Nora Laughing. That's what it reminds me of. She is amazing, and I would definitely give them a listen because
they are amazing.
They are amazing.
And the drummer's pretty good too. Can't help it. Then you have Smackbound.
There's another one there. Oh,
bless you.
Thank you. Smackbound. I haven't really listened to.
You did. That's the other female band.
Oh,
yeah.
Bit heavier than Battle Beast, I would have said.
Now, the name Battle Beast does put you off, but the name Smackbound kind of puts you off as well. They are good. They are good. I like them. I can't really say much about them. I mean, I've heard their music, yeah, and I like their music. Their music is really good. But they're kind of in the same league as Battle Beast. So when you said about all you said about Battle Beast, it's kind of the same as Smackbound. She can not scream, but she can growl.
And also both the singer from Battle Beast and the singer from Smackdown were in 100 with Heavysaurus.
Oh, Heavysaurus, yeah. So go check it out. But I think the guy out from Office wasn't. Yeah, so have a listen.
And the lead singer was Stradivarius. Not Stradivarius.
Sonata.
You
said that one already.
Arctica. He was with 100 as well.
But Battle Beast and Smackdown. Once you said everything you can, if
Smackdown.
Smackbound.
Yeah.
If you say something about Smackbound, then you can pretty much say the same thing about Battle Beast. Apart from the woman from Smackbound, I'm not saying anything bad about her. She's not as voluptuous as Nora.
The thing is, I get Smackdown mixed up with Swallow the Sun, and Swallow the Sun do scream a lot.
Yeah, they do. But they're also in 100.
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who are in that 100. There's not actually. They say it's 100 friends. There's not actually 100, but there is quite a lot. It was posh. Quite a lot. Ooh. The Jets. That's your little...
The Jets. Right, they're a rock and roll band. They had a couple of minor hits in the 80s, actually. Love Makes the World Go Round was number one, but it was only number one for about a week. And this is back in the 1980s. They are a 1950s style rock and roll band. The lead singer who plays the bass, called Bob Cotton, is rather nice.
Who does what I do? I said I like pirates.
They're three brothers, and their surname is Cotton, and they're called the Jets.
Bob Ray and Tony.
And they are...
I've met them.
They are intensely nice human beings, and they are really good. But it is 1950s rock and roll, so if you don't like 1950s rock and roll...
Don't listen to it.
Don't listen to it, but...
I mean, we would advise you to give it a listen.
I think Leanne listens to a bit of the old 1950s rock and roll, not much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you may actually find something that you like they are still going, they are still releasing albums, and they are well worth a listen.
Oh, actually, there's a slash there, isn't there? Because it's the local band. There's a Reckless Love and the local band.
Right, this look.
Right, the local band haven't actually released anything on, well, not that I know of in England, any CDs or anything, but they are based in Finland because, oh my god, right, you see from 69 Eyes is in it, that guy with blonde hair who I don't know, Ollie Herman is in it, and one of the guys from Children of Bodom, who are also underrated, are in it. Okay, speak.
Ollie.
Oh god. Jesu.
Ollie.
Right. So, we've been to see Reckless Love countless times
They're lovely.
because she's obsessed with Ollie.
Made my birthday.
She told you about the whole microphone putting down thing, rubbing her hands. She's
I love you, Ollie.
like, but the local band is a band that you can go and see in the Riff if you're in Finland or if you want to go to Finland like we do. So I'll be going to see them.
And Reckless Love actually did have a minor hit in the charts over here.
Did they?
Yeah, The Night Is On Fire was
I
like
didn't know
it was probably under the top 40, so not for long, but it was there. And I love them.
This really annoys me actually, Dragon Force. The fact that they're so underrated.
Dragon Force had one hit, I think.
Through the Fire and the
was-
Flames.
I think it was in the early 2000s called Through the Fire and the Flames. They are underrated. They have got the most.
It's also on Guitar Hero as well.
They have got the most amazing guitar riffs. I mean,
was it on Rock Band? It wasn't.
the speed that
Herman
Herman can play at
Lee.
is pretty amazing. I mean, they are good.
But what somebody said about them.
Somebody was very insulting. He was actually insulting Stevie T, who we have plugged on this channel several times, and he said they're a has-been pub band. Now, I'm sorry, but I have never heard a has-been pub band play like they do, and they're still going.
I actually sort of half met Herman once because I was in the Intrepid Fox and he was there. And I kind of said hi to him, but he was like surrounded by people, so he couldn't really talk to me. But he said hi, and I said, you know, you're an amazing guitar player, and I love your hair because his hair is like longer than my mum's, and it's so straight, isn't it? And it's
Well, he is Oriental. So.
in such good condition, and I was just like, I love your hair, and he went, oh, thank you, and we had a little chat, but I couldn't speak to him for long because he's like surrounded by people. But you know, to take time out, even to say that to me, is like, okay, cool, he's a cool guy, he's a nice guy,
And he's got 2 doggies.
yeah. But he loves them.
And you see him on, you know, when they do the videos, because they were doing, like, doing the Nightwish Style song in 10 minutes and things like that.
They did a,
And-
what was it, what was the other one? They did a Nightwish one, and I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, it was Owlstorm.
Owlstorm.
Owlstorm. Not
And-
Howlstorm, Owlstorm.
And there he was cuddling one of his dogs.
Yeah.
So,
But he can like pick up a guitar and he's got a riff down like that. It's amazing.
yeah, he is pretty.
And they actually asked Stevie T to work with them, but because of his anxiety, he couldn't do it. So.
Also, they turned down Pellet.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't turn down Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty amazing, and they've had a lot of issues with lead singers, and
But these are all bands that have been playing for years. You know, you've got like new bands popping up, and people are like, "Oh, I love them," and they get like a you know, noticed straight away. Like, boom. These are bands that have been playing. Like, I mean, Mushroomhead, 1993. You know, these are bands that have been playing for years. The Jets, 1980s. You know, years and years, and they've just got no recognition or a very small amount of, and they need more. They should have more. Like Halloween, okay. They've been going since I think the 70s.
Halloween, yeah, they have been going for like an amazing
Ever.
amount of time. And I mean, if I say Halloween to people, they're like, who?
Yeah.
You know, and it's not fair because they have been going since the 70s.
And
They are
again,
amazing.
he can do a very high pitched squeal.
They've had about 4 lead singers though because
Yeah.
they've been around so long. I don't even know whether there is an original member in it.
I don't know.
But,
They're still going. Halloween's
They're
still
still going and they're still really, really good. But that is Halloween. as I say, even I don't know a vast amount about Halloween other than I like them. So
She likes them.
they had an album out called Better Than Raw. I know that much.
We've got that one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have supported so many
And there's a very
people.
sexy witch on the cover of that, Better Than Raw.
And they've supported so many people.
But they shouldn't be supporting, they should be headlining.
They have headlined as well.
Okay.
They've headlined as a legend at Download a couple of times. This is how long they've been going.
But I'm saying, you know, like...
But I've never seen
actual
them,
gigs instead of festivals.
Yeah, I've never seen them headline at a gig.
And they
they
should.
should, because they're amazing.
Black Label Society. Now, Zakk Wylde is an amazing guitarist. He has worked with the Black Veil Brides. Zakk Wylde I cannot fault. He is... wow. But the issue is... they're just not heard of. Black Label Society. That's his band. And that's for, like, you know, the kind of bad name motorbike clubs and stuff. The Black Label Society is basically aimed at them because Zakk Wylde is a motorbike.
If I say...
cyclist, whatever you call them.
Motorbike. If I say to you, listen to Motorhead. Motorhead are a bunch of bikers getting drunk and having fun in a pub.
Yep.
Black Label Society is what they'll listen to on the way there. They are in the same vein as Motorhead, who got very, very famous when Lemmy died.
Yep.
So, Black Label Society are... you can listen to them without being completely drunk.
Yeah. They are, I quite like them, but that's just me, you know, because Zakk Wylde was a bit of a
Big head.
once, but he's kind of grown up now and he's sorted his life out, and you know, so
It's about blooming.
yeah, Zakk Wylde was a Farquhar and a bar steward,
completely, yeah.
but he's not now, and he's, you know, he's like, now he sort of lives for doing his music and that, so that's fine by me. Judas Priest, you like these as well, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I like the song Painkiller.
Now, Judas Priest had a little bit of there at the beginning of the 80s. And
So did Megadeth. Megadeth have gone unheard of now as well.
yeah, well, Megadeth got a lot of problems
Dave
because
Mustaine, yeah.
Dave Mustaine's health is suffering at the moment.
He's got
so-
throat cancer. For a singer, that's awful.
But Judas Priest been going many, many, many years. The thing is, you've probably heard a song by them, but not knowing who the hell it's by, because
Painkiller was on either, I can't remember, it was a Guitar Hero rock band as well. So it's Battery, so that's my Metallica, they're very well known. Because Battery and Painkiller sound very similar because they're both very heavy and they're both very, very fast. But one's called Painkiller and one's called Battery. And I've tried drumming to them and I failed. But just have a listen to a Judas Priest song. They are from, I think they're from the 70s as well, aren't they?
yes,
Yeah, and
they're
they're
an
from the
English
70s.
band.
And he can also make his voice go up very high. I don't think he's got any gonads.
Possibly not.
No. But he is gay though, but well, that's got nothing to do
That's
with
got absolutely nothing to do
it. I
with
don't
it.
think he's got any gonads. James, what's his name? James Hetfield or something, isn't it?
Let's lead singer on the talking.
Yes, it is. No, that's James Hetfield. Oh, what's his name? Rob Halford.
Alfred.
Rob Halford. I don't know. Rob something.
Rob Halford.
He looks like a gay man though, doesn't he? He's got the moustache and he wears the leather cap and the leather gloves. Yeah, he does look very gay. You look at me, he's gay, but you know, he doesn't try to hide it, does he? No, but we like him. We like Rob, so it's fine. We love you, Rob. Gillan, that's your department.
Right. The guy's called Ian Gillan. He had a band called Gillan, which made a bit of noise in the early 80s, but not much. But maybe he's better known for being the lead singer of Black Sabbath on that time when they fired Ozzy. Ian Gillan hasn't got the recognition that he deserves, and his band Gillan never got the recognition they deserve. Now, you would think of heavy metal probably the same as I did at the beginning of the 80s. Hairy, smelly, wailing guitar, screamy lyrics. No.
That's like the bands nowadays.
You listen to Gillan and you will be like, Christ, are they really metal? Rainbow.
A bit like Genesis then.
Yeah, Rainbow did a song in the 80s, early 80s, called I Remember. Is it I Remember?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. But that was one of their... That is the sort of Gillan sound, that one. It's not... how do I put it? It's not screamy, bang, 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 waily guitar metal. It's metal. It is.
It's more rock than metal, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I like Gillan. I can listen to Gillan all night. And Ian Gillan is a thoroughly nice guy because he was having a joke about Black Sabbath, and he said that I don't know if anyone's seen Spinal Tap, but if you have, there is one thing where he's got an 18-inch Stonehenge on stage.
Funny.
Well, Black Sabbath went the other way and they had an 18-foot Stonehenge built, so big it couldn't get onto the stage, and they had all the dry ice and half of this Stonehenge, and he couldn't get on stage. He had to crawl under the dry ice. But and for someone who is like this great metal bloke, so I was crawling under the dry ice to get on stage. You know.
Right, there is a band here, and sadly, they've gone. Now, we covered Pantera. This is Down. They are pretty much Pantera.
Pantera with a couple of other people under a different name.
Yeah, I think they had like one or two of the guitarists from Pantera that won in it. So it's Pantera, but not Pantera.
There's Dimebag Darrell.
No, I love Dimebag.
Vinnie Paul on drums.
Phil Anselmo
singing. And I think there's another guitarist from Pantera, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's Pantera, but not Pantera.
It was Down. But Pantera were
loud.
No, they were quite well known. I'm not going to say they were overrated because they wasn't overrated at all. But you say Pantera, and most people will be like, "Oh, yeah, it's Pantera." But you say Down, and everyone's like, "Who?" Down didn't get a lot of recognition, and I know that it's a band from a band, but the fact of the matter is that Dimebag was the most amazing guitarist, and Vinnie Paul could play the drums like no one else I know.
Other than the Rev.
Other than the Rev. Well, yeah, but it was different kind of drums, so not really the Rev. But
the Rev.
I love the Rev. We all know this, but not really the Rev.
The Rev.
It's just going to keep saying the Rev. But Vinnie Paul could play the drums amazingly, and Dimebag was literally the most amazing
I'm
guitarist.
not trying to take anything away from Vinnie Paul. I'm not, but the Rev was better.
The Rev was underrated drumming, but Avenged Sevenfold are very well known. I'm not going to say overrated because they're one of my favourite bands, so I wouldn't say that, but they're known. They're out there. They're known. People know who they are. You know, they've had radio play. They're out there. But Down, even Pantera aren't as well known as what Avenged are, with and without the Rev. But Down, you say Down and people are like, who are you talking about? And it's like, oh, Down, Down. No, I don't know who Down are.
Very few people have actually heard of them.
I'm sorry, I can't. Dimebag was the most amazing guitarist. No one can beat him. He was, you pick up a guitar and he'd just get a riff. He was amazing. And the talent that got lost when he died, and he got killed, he got murdered. And that talent just, no one can replace Dime. But you know, he was the most amazing guitarist, and Vinnie Paul was a really amazing drummer. And they're in Pantera. People know who Pantera are, but they don't know who Down are, and there's no need for it. You know, yeah, oh yeah, I've heard that Down. I've heard Pantera. No, because they were different. They were the same people, but they had a different sound.
Come on, to be honest, most of Stone Sour are in Slipknot.
Yeah, but it's a different sound. So you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I listen to like Slipknot, but I'm not going to listen to Stone Sour. It's the same thing. Not the same thing. It's not. It's completely different. And people are like, oh, well, they're the same people. No, you can't do that. You can't dismiss that because it's not the same thing. The Murder Dolls and Slipknot don't even sound the same. And Joey was in the Murder Dolls playing guitar. He's very small. He's very sexy. But, you know, you can't... No, it's two completely different sounds. So you just need to listen to Down and Pantera. And, yeah, I listen to both.
Get Down.
Because I'm a fan of Pantera. Obviously, my modelling name is Pandora Pantera, so it kind of is there. It's there. So, yes, have a listen if you want to listen. I'm not telling you what to do, but they are good. Okay, so if you want to go and listen, go and listen. Boston Rainbow, Roxette Hart and Type O Negative are all bands that are no longer in existence. Boston did More Than a Feeling. That was their best known song. And probably the only song that anybody remembers.
What did we mean?
Yes. That's Boston. So you probably know who they are now. Thank you, Mother. But they no longer exist. Rainbow.
I remember.
Can you stop singing? We're going to get demonetised.
We're not. I'm singing one little bit. So
Doesn't
you know
matter.
they
Even
are.
1 second, they said they can get demonetised for. So Rainbow, they're also disappeared without a trace. And did you know that one of the members, I think, was in Megadeth as well, of Rainbow? I think it was that one.
Ian Gillan also played with it at one time.
There you go. Roxette.
I'm gonna get dressed for success.
Now, unfortunately, the lead singer of Roxette died recently.
And she was a strong woman and we loved her.
She had a battle with cancer.
She had a brain tumour.
Yeah, she was a very, very strong woman, and she survived all of that. And then
And just doing more music for a new album, and unfortunately, she lost a battle.
And she did battle hard.
Yeah.
Heart.
Alone till now, I've always got by on my own.
As Heart are two sisters, and one of them has an eating disorder, but the other way around that mine is.
I think she's bulimic.
She likes to eat much. I'm like to not eat much at the moment. So, what do you want, Tiggy? It's, you know,
She's got the same eating disorder that I have, which is reverse anorexia.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm not going to eat at the moment, and she has, I'm going to eat everything I see. So, they're both eating disorders, though. They say eating disorder, and you automatically think, oh, they don't eat. Not necessarily true. You have the other eating disorder, which is, I'm going to eat everything.
But her sister is never still.
No.
So she's quite slim, and the other one, no. But the other one is the one with the voice.
Yeah, the bigger one is the one with the voice. Type O Negative. This upsets her muchly. She loved Pete Steele, and he died.
Steele was amazing.
He committed suicide because he was depressed, very depressed, and he took his own life.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. You've probably heard Type O Negative without knowing what it is. You may think Type O Negative as a screamy band. No.
They were very goth. And I mean very goth. They were like sort of slow,
he had
low
hair
kind of.
and fangs
talking.
and the deep voice. And
they were the sort of goth that's very low and very mellow and very sort of. This is going to sound weird, but if you know music terms, you know what I'm talking about. Sort of still music, wasn't it? It's kind of like low, mellow, and very still music. It wasn't like loud and angry and very moving music. It was.
Well, Angry Inch was.
Yeah, that was funny. But
And I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Still not really Yeah, is it?
No, but it was a bit more upbeat than a lot of them.
Yeah, but they were mainly they were very still and very low and very not angry. They're just
Not
depressive.
angry. No, they were not depressive. Don't you dare say they were depressive. They were intense.
Anyway, but he committed suicide because of depression, and after he died, they had a brief stint again of popularity.
Because people like Christina Scabiana
Who's from Looking Accord, if you don't know.
and several other bands. Pete Steele was a big inspiration to a lot of people.
Billy Vela.
Billy Vela, and they were saying, "Oh, Typo Negative," and people were listening to them on the strength of that.
Yeah.
So they had a little like resurgence of popularity for a very short period of time just after Pete Steele died.
Now, musically, this isn't a band that's actually like underrated, but musically they are, and that is Ghost.
Yeah, now a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I don't know about Ghost." The fact of the matter is, Ghost have, because they work with. You're right, not me.
No, it's not. Yeah, see.
Because they work with a lot of session musicians, not called the Fatal Schools or the
Nameless Schools.
The Nameless Schools. Some of the Nameless Schools have got a bit miffed and they've started bitching off Tobias Forge.
Tobias Forge is the lead singer. He has about 90 names.
And I don't understand why, because he does pay them well and he pays respect to them when they play live. So, we've had Ghost BC, and now it's back to Ghost again.
Yeah, well, Ghost BC was a tax dodge.
Yeah, but that's beside the point. They've been known for that, the fact that they changed to Ghost BC. They were talked about because of the Nameless Schools complaining about him. But musically, if you listen to them, probably not. You've probably heard about them.
It's mainly though
the
main headlines are on Loudwire and things like that. So if you're not into the metal scene and you don't know anything about the metal scene, you probably haven't heard of the troubles that they've been having. But you may have heard of Ghost from other things because they have recently released more songs.
But give them a listen. Listen to some of their back catalogue. They done a cover of It's a Sin, which is amazing.
And Crucified.
And they also done a cover of Crucified, which again is amazing. And she's got a godson who will not let her forget Kiss the Dog.
But the thing is, as well, is people say they're Satanists.
They're not. It's his shtick. They like to pretend that they're anti-religion and he's the bishop and he's proper.
Amorous, I don't bloody know.
Papa Nihil.
That's the one.
And on some of their songs they say things like Nema, which is amen backwards and things like
Nema, not Nema.
Nema, that's what I mean. They are not.
And Year Zero is all about demons.
Believe it or not, they're actually Catholic.
They're Italian, so.
Oh, they're Italian Catholics. But don't listen to all this. Oh, they're satanic. Oh, this. Yeah, you would believe it, but they actually are not.
Yeah.
And they are an amazing band, so give them a listen. Musically, they're underrated. You may have heard of them, but have you heard of their music? That's what you've got to ask yourself.
Right, now, this one. And I have mentioned these so much on my channel, and I don't really care. Blood in Tears. He has just... He actually done a cover today of a Queen song. What was it? Is that about love?
Love of My Life.
That's the one. I went brain dead for a second. He done a cover of that, which is absolutely amazing. And also yesterday I found out that he done a cover of "Put Your Head on My Shoulder" by Paul Anka, and he said like any horror film. Have you ever sat there and thought any horror film with this soundtrack? And she remembers the film. Then no one else remembers it. If you know this film, please comment in the.
Yeah, it's a film, and they're in a tunnel of love or a ghost train or something, and the guy gets ripped out of the car that they're in and he falls into this fan it's a fan and it's got fabric flying up from it, so it looks like flames, and he gets thrown into the fan and he gets decapitated, and they're playing "Put Your Head on My Shoulder," and his head flies back into the car, and I just cannot remember the name of the film. For the life of me, I do not know what it's called.
So if anyone knows,
If
please tell me.
anybody knows, please let us know, because it's bugging me to death, that one, because I know I saw it, and
It might just be from our sick mind.
I don't think it is from my sick mind. I mean, I know I've got a very sick mind, but I'm sure I saw it. I swear to God I've seen it in a film somewhere. So if you have, can you please comment and let us know, because it's really annoying me, because I know it's there, I've seen it. I don't think it was a mime movie.
Could have been.
Occasionally when I read books, I've got such a vivid imagination.
Blood in Tears, come on.
Hang on, I have such a vivid imagination. I get a mime movie. Now, Blood in Tears are amazing. I have loved them for years, many years. And they are so underrated. It is unreal. And I think
We met a few people know about them, but not many.
They've had an album called Welcome to Bloody Land, and I can't remember what the latest one is.
They've had about 5 albums out, but
I know, but the only one I can remember, the title of is Welcome to Bloody Land, because it was so memorable.
I wonder why.
But, I mean, really, listen to Blood in Tears. Do yourself a favour, give your ears a treat, and listen to Blood in Tears, because once you listen to them, you'll be like,
yeah.
And you want to listen to them more, especially seeing he's got that sexy accent.
But I tell you something, the accent it's gone a bit now. It's still there.
Yeah, it's sexy.
But it's not as strong as it was. He's losing it a bit.
Yeah, but that
it's fine.
Italian accent is still there.
Still sounds good.
And when he sings "Love of My Life," oh,
did that affect you? Did it?
You wish that he was standing in front of you singing it to you, because it's like, love. Oh, I don't know. I had a moment. It was.
But they are lovely guys, all of them, and I know I say this every time we talk about them.
He said it's one of his favourite songs, and you can tell when he sings it. You can actually tell that he's really loving bringing it to life again. Yeah, it did.
Also, they're on Spotify, so give them a follow as well, because that's what they're after.
They are amazing. Just listen to them just once, and you will be hooked. Because, just listen to that "Love of My Life." If that doesn't move you, you're not human.
They're on Instagram and Facebook, and that was posted on both. So
yeah, if that doesn't move you, if that song, him singing that, does not move you, you are not human. I had tears in my eyes and everything when he sang that. It was just like Leanne, you said you like Queen and you like Adam Lambert. If you hear him sing "Love of My Life," you can tell that he's singing it for Freddie. I'm not even going to say anymore on that one.
She's all emotional.
Yeah.
But, you weirdo. Blood in Tears are a very, very good band. They are amazing. And, yeah, just give them a listen, because they are good friends of mine. And
look what that one song did.
I'm going to go and meet up with them. And it'd be nice if I could actually give them some feedback of what you guys have said, or you could even go and tell them yourself on Instagram, Facebook. But if you message me, I can tell them what you think, and then I can give them some feedback.
She's going to embarrass me horribly and tell Chris Clark that he made me cry.
Oh yeah. But yeah, just
but
comment and let me know, and I can go and tell him.
Listen to it, just give it a listen.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't move you, then you're not human. I mean, you don't have to react like me and turn into a blah blah blah, but just listen to it. And
what is going on in there? Stop staring each other out.
Just listen to it and let the music take you where it will.
But yeah, so they're the underrated bands that we've got. We might do a part 2 of this another day.
Yeah,
but I thought I'd end it with Blood in Tears, sort of that they're my friends, and
Yeah, well, I'm going this now because my makeup's starting to run and go look like you did yesterday when you turned into a scooter.
I haven't laughed like that in a long time. I can't even remember what was said. It made me laugh so much. What was said? Oh yeah, it was the cushion.
She has this cushion that's done like Mickey Mouse's hand, and when she sleeps, she dribbles,
Just tell everybody.
and she dribbled all over the side, the backside of this cushion that's just black. It hasn't got the handprint on it. And Mark was steaming her cushions for her, and he turned it over and he went, and it was just his expression, and she burst out laughing and couldn't stop, and ended up looking like Alice Cooper because she laughed so hard.
I haven't laughed like that in a long time though. I needed it.
So I'm going to leave this here before I turn into her yesterday. And I would say, what do I normally say? Oh yeah, be kind and considerate. And we'll see you tomorrow from Tales from the Toilet Bowl. Bye.